Welcome to Car Cupboard's 5 Minutes or Less. First up, the history of Saab. Founded in Sweden as an aerospace company by A.B. Bofors in 1937, Saab eventually got its namesake in 1940. The name is an acronym and stands for the Swedish Airplane Corporation, or in Swedish, Svenska Aeroplan Aktiebolaget. While Saab was primarily focused on military aircraft at the beginning of the Second World War, it was a need to diversify their business portfolio that led to the production of their first car. The majority of vehicles in Sweden were costly imports that had years-long waiting lists, and Saab saw opportunity in this. Before we dive into Saab's history, please give this video a like, subscribe, and share. Every little bit helps. In 1947, Saab designed their first prototypes, all 4 of which were dubbed the Year Saab. The Year Saab got its first full production run in 1949, named officially as the 92, which likely gets its name as it was produced alongside the plane, the 91. The Saab 92 had roughly a 6-year production run until 1955, with over 20,000 cars sold. From the 92, new models were spawned, such as the 93, which gained a cylinder and the vague reflection of Saab's trapezoidal grille. Then came the 94 Sonnet and the 95, a wagon variant of the 93. Among other earlier models include the 96, which was Saab's first major automobile export, and then the 99, which is perhaps the first model to truly guide the future of Saab's design language with the classic hockey stick profile. In 1969, the genesis of Saab came to a close and they merged with the Swedish commercial vehicle manufacturer Scania Vabis AB to form Saab Scania. Scania is one of the most powerful companies in the world, with the Wallenberg family at the helm, representing 40% of the total worth of Sweden's Stockholm stock market at the time. Some purists may see this partnership as the official end of Saab, as the late 70s saw agreements with many manufacturers to sell rebadged cars under Saab names. This included the Lancia Delta, sold as the Saab 600, and the 1985 Saab 9000, riding atop the common Type 4 chassis shared by the Alfa Romeo 164, Fiat Croma, and Lancia Thema. The Swedish brand did produce their own models during this partnership, of course, with the 99 eventually being replaced with the likes of the Saab 900 Classic, Saab's best-selling and most iconic model of all time. Over 1 million 900s were sold, with 20% of this amount being Swedish-manufactured convertibles starting in 1986. In 1989, Saab Scania was restructured into an independent company, Saab Automobile, and after a $600 million investment, GM was introduced into the mix. GM and AB shared 50% control, and GM was given the option to buy Saab outright within a decade. That same year, Saab built a new factory in Malmö, Sweden, one that was focused on worker comfort and productivity, with a capacity set at over 50,000 cars. But shrinking sales and a production under 20,000 led to decreased worker focus and a GM forced shutdown of the plant in 1991. After years of failing profit, the new 900, based off a platform shared with the Opel Vectra, was a success after its launch in 1994. The company made profit for the first time in 7 years, but consumers were quick to note a drop in quality with the new 900, and it was indeed not as popular as its predecessor. 1997 marked 50 years of Saab, and with that came the introduction of the 95, replacing the 9000, and the 93 replacing the 900. These vehicles were noted as competitors of BMW's 5 Series and 3 Series. In 2000, GM purchased the brand outright at a cost of $125 million. In the time period under GM rule, Saab continued to produce 93s and 95s, but they introduced new cars like the 92X based on the Subaru Impreza, as well as the 97X based on the Chevy Trailblazer. But sales waned, and by 2008, Saab was in Swedish bankruptcy. Swedish hypercar manufacturer Koenigsegg attempted to purchase Saab in 2009 with the help of other investors, but that never panned out. In 2010, Spiker, another Swedish supercar manufacturer, purchased Saab with massive GM oversight. They were attempting to hone in total focus on the Saab brand, but due to constant debt, GM canned any idea of Spiker's ownership. In fact, these two brands went to court over multiple investor denials from China by GM to aid Spiker's losses. GM eventually won, as the court saw no infractions on General Motors' part. Finally, in what would be Saab's last breath, Chinese company NEVS attempted to build electric Saabs, which quickly met the official end of the brand, with production ending in 2014. While Saab has no plans to reboot the once globally popular brand, their military efforts are still in full effect, with planes, submarines, and defense weapons still in production today. And if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.